Arena for this evening's boys varsity hockey game between the Duluth-Marshall Hilltoppers and your Hibbing Bluejackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Hilltoppers, starting at goal tonight, junior goaltender number 30, Colin Mudrak. At right defense, sophomore defense, number 5, Joe Liberty. At left defense, junior defense, number 10, Lane Crimson. Starting at right wing, senior winger, number 17, Derek Farrell. At left wing tonight, senior winger, number 4, Nate Sepp. And starting at center, senior center, number 23, Jake Dodd. And the remainder of the Hilltoppers, head coach by Brendan Flaherty, assisted by Dale Jago and Jason Watt. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender, number 31, Isaiah Tilley. At right defense, junior defense, number 20, Gray Irwin. Defense, sophomore defense, number 7, Scott Perunovich. At right wing tonight, junior winger number 26, Logan Radovich. At left wing, junior winger number 15, Joe Lescarbo. And starting at center tonight, junior center number 23, Jake Vestal. And the remainder of your Bluejackets, head coach by Todd Versich, assisted by Chris Walters, Shane Walters, Travis Weber, and Bob Mestel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous line o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the one was bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And that would be Duluth-Marshall with a record of 12-2-1. Let's make it 12-3-1 at the end of the night, Randy.
Yeah, you know, we gotta give them another loss, and this is a big game for the Bluejackets. They gotta come out here flying in this game here tonight.
Thanks once again to General Waste for all your disposal needs. Choose General Waste, Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor. Harbor Corner National, pioneers in engineering, last American pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Blue Jackets are outscoring their opponents 19-12 in the first period. Marshall outscoring their opponents 18-10. Blue Jackets in their brand new home white sweaters trimmed in navy blue helmets, navy blue braziers. Meanwhile, the Hilltoppers are in all black sweaters trimmed in gold, black helmets, black breezers. They look like little bees out there.
Yeah, they do. Well, it's the last time this final season for Duluth Marshall in Class A. They move to Class AA next year.
Already gets this one underway. Bessel on the draw with Dodge. Blue Jackets are led by Scott Perunovich, 37 points. That's second most points in Section 7A. Meanwhile, it's Derek Farrell, the sophomore, with 22 points for Marshall, leading the way. Fired down the ice right after face-off by the Blue Jackets icing. Uh-oh, we lost Megan. She's probably having soup at the curling club. Face-off now to the right of Jilly, just on her way. 15 seconds into the game. Gray Irwin into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Perunovich with the puck, skates it out to center ice. Working down the left side. He'll bring it across, centering pass to his buddy, Bestel. Them two work well together, but a nice wrist shot put on as Farrell crossed the line. Nice save by Dilly. I was going to finish my statement when that shot came, but it was a nice feed to Bestel looking for the one-timer. He just couldn't get any wood on it. Face off to the left of Dilly. Yoki on the draw with McKenna. Knocked into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Gray Irwin goes to get it. Flips it around the board to the left wing half wall. In the skate to Knights. Blue Jackets with the puck. Gray Irwin banks it off the end boards. He'll pick it up near the right wing half wall. Tries to clear. McKenna came away with it momentarily. Now Yoki will battle along the end boards with Lenz. McKenna gets it out to the right point, sets it up left point. One-timer whipped on by Hansen and tipped out to center and then down the ice. Back into the left corner of the Hilltoppers zone. Quickly getting there to clear it around the boards was Fralick. That pass was way high for Johnson, about waist high. Andrew Irwin picks it up for the Blue Jackets. His pass intercepted at center ice by Stauber. Will Stauber brings it across. Takes a whack at it. Puck bouncing around like a super ball, and now it's over at the left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. 15 and a half to go. First period, no score. Centering pass cleared away. A shot got off that sails just wide from in between the circles. Shot put on. Puck's loose in between the circles. Blue Jackets try to clear. Coming away with it's Knights. He's got Lee on his left. Knights brings it across the blue line. He'll circle in behind. The net's going to leave it for Lee along the end boards. Into the right corner. DeBoom pushes Levi Stauber off the play out to the right point. Nice wrist shot by Andrew Irwin and a nice save by the goaltender Mudrack. Out near the left point. Fenstermacher couldn't hold the zone. He'll get it back to Andrew Irwin, who's got to chase the bouncing puck into the Blue Jacket defensive end. Fenstermacher from his right circle. Andrew Irwin from the left circle. They'll work it up on the left wing. Madsen's puck. His pass was tipped up, knocked down by Jarrett. Now Madsen comes flying into the zone. Jarrett keeps it alive. Lee up near the right wing half wall. Here's Madsen, right point. Zips it down low. Gets it to DeBoom. DeBoom, right circle, in between the circles, trying to work. Comes out to the left point. Perunovich. Back to DeBoom, left wing half wall. DeBoom battles with Krenzen. At the half wall on the left side, it's Madsen. Madsen couldn't control it. It's going to come out to neutral ice. Fired in by Perunovich from center and a stick save by Mudrack. 14-10 to go here in our first period. No score. Shots even at one apiece between Duluth Marshall and Hibbing Chisholm. Out to center ice, chipped in by Sepp. Back to pick it up for the Blue Jackets. Here's Bestel, works it over in the left corner to Gray Irwin, who's checked up on the play. Fenstermacher tries to push it out to neutral ice. It does come out, but quickly the Hilltoppers fire it right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovich with the puck. Here's Perunovich working up the right wing. Perunovich brings it across on the right side. Centering pass down to the bottom of the right circle, and Fenstermacher couldn't get anything on it. In behind the Hilltopper net, it's Liberty. Throws it in the left corner to Hansen. Comes out near the left point, kept alive by Radovich. Left circle intercepted by Les Carbo. He'll spin around near the half wall. Out to the left point, and a wrist shot by Irwin, and a blocker save by Mudrack. At the half wall on the left side, Cycle down to Les Carbo, and now the Hilltoppers will throw it down into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change, Marshall. Fenstermacher with the puck. At center, intercepted by McKenna. Brought into the Blue Jacket zone. Tipped toward the net by Johnson from the right point. Dilly will just stop it, reach down and freeze it. 12:54 to go. Here in period number 1, no score. Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall.
Yeah, both teams look a little bit slow right now starting out this game.
They look like they're kind of feeling each other out a little bit. Well, you got to suspect that Marshall probably expended a heck of a lot of energy last night playing Hermantown. Up in behind the Blue Jacket net, rolls into the right corner. McKenna gives chase. McKenna leaves it. Oh, and from the corner of McKenna on the backhand on a loose puck, but right in front with an opportunity was Peter Lenz for the Marshall Hilltoppers. Out near the left point. Wrist shot gets through traffic on the wrister from the left point by Freilich, and a nice save by Dilly. No rebound.
Yeah, something we struggled with the first 2 periods in Grand Rapids was clearing that slot area, and that we're slipping back into that same area here starting out early on in this first period here. We got to protect that slot area and help Isaiah out there.
Face off to the right now of Dilly. Pushed out to neutral ice, trying to get to it was Madsen. Fire back into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic will gather it up. Nope, he overskated it. Perunovic centering pass as he's falling down. Boy, nice play by Erickson for the Hilltoppers. Erickson from the left corner gets it out to the left point, sets it up for Liberty. Liberty to the half wall on the left side to Pedersen. And the Blue Jackets will come away with it. Perunovic along the end boards. Right wing pass. It's Madsen. Madsen tried to get it to DeBroom. Rolls off his stick at neutral ice. Back to pick it up's Crenson. He'll backpedal into his own zone. Works it up now to Erickson. Erickson. Left wing pass intercepted by Lee at center. Lee's checked off the play by Levi Stauber. Stauber with the puck. Works it over on the right side. Crenson brings it across. Line change for the Hilltoppers. Crenson tries to cut in. And a stick save by Dilly. Perunovic now picks up the puck. He's in behind the Blue Jacket net with 11:24 to go first period. No score. Shots on goal 3-2 Duluth Marshall. Gray Irwin to Perunovic. Perunovic carries it back in behind the Blue Jacket net. Perunovic banks it off the boards on the near side to Bestel. Bestel can't clear. He's ridden off the play by Jack Dodd. It rolls into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Smart play by Perunovic because we need to switch up the line, so he'll ice it with 11:01 to go in our first period. No score. Face off to the left to Dilly. Controlled by the Blue Jackets. Nicely done by Bestel. Comes to the left wing half wall. Hansen battling for the puck with Les Carbo out near the left point. Pinching down with Sepp to pop it right back down near the left corner. Hilltoppers work it over on the right side. Freilich. Back over near the left wing half wall. It's Sepp. He's ridden off the play. Blue Jackets come away with it. Tried to get the pass to Les Carbo. A little bit too far in front of him. Hilltoppers with the puck. Tipped into the Blue Jackets zone by Farrell. Into the left corner. Loose puck will be grabbed by Andrew Irwin to Radovic. Radovic skates it out to center, working down the left side. Radovic battles along the left wing boards with Will Staubers all the way down in the left corner of the Hilltoppers zone. 10-10 to go into period. Now here come the Hilltoppers right back. No score between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. Fired in by Farrell in behind the Blue Jacket net. Fenstermacher banks it off the end boards. It's to the left wing half wall. Pushed back to Sepp along the end board. There's a shot that sails wide from Crenson at the left point. McKenna turns it over. Fenstermacher. His pass too far in front of Les Carbo. Loose puck's going to be grabbed by Lenz. Works it over to Johnson. Johnson brings it across the Blue Jacket blue line. Gets by the D. Throws it on net. And a save by Dilly. Had to squeeze tight, but he made the save. 9:36 to go. First period, no score.
Yeah, that was a good save by Isaiah there because Johnson trying to get that weird angle shot, trying to squeeze it in there inside the glove side, but Isaiah did a good job cutting that angle down.
Out near the left point, Knipes is battling along the boards. Play continues in the Blue Jacket defensive zone where most of the play has been here so far in the first period. Perunovic works it around near side. Pina takes a poke at it, and it's out to neutral ice. Loose puck's grabbed by Lenz. Here's Lenz down near the left circle on Blue Jacket zone. Stops in the left corner. In behind the net to McKenna. They'll bank it off the boards to Johnson near the left circle. Johnson battling with Perunovic along the end boards. Perunovic comes away with it. It's going to be pushed in the left corner where Yoki picks it up for the Blue Jackets. Banked off the right wing boards and fired right back in by the Hilltoppers. Line change for Brendan Flaherty's crew. Here come the Blue Jackets. It's Perunovic to center. Perunovic skates around the net. Perunovic looking. Right circle. Perunovic still looking. Carries it all over the place. And he throws it to the right corner where no one's home. Fired all the way down the ice by the Hilltoppers. We got an icing with 8:23 to go. Period number 1, no score between Hibbing Chisholm, Duluth Marshall. 4-2 shots on goal in favor of the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Scott was trying to get that shot, trying to get it up to Zach in the corner, but they just didn't.
Then he just wanted to get off the ice because he was tired. So
right.
He's like, I'm just going to throw it down there where hopefully we get to it. Kept alive at the blue line by Andrew Irwin. Poked down into the left corner of the Hilltoppers zone. DeBoom took a weird, lost an edge, and he's taking his time getting off, kind of limping. Hopefully he's all right. So he took a weird spill in the left corner. And he's favoring that right ankle. That's not a good sign. He's our leading goal scorer for the Blue Jackets. He has 16 on the year. Down in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Pushed back along the end boards by Pedersen. Vestal, left wing pass to Lee. Lee out to center, try to get it back to Vestal. Pass intercepted by Farrell. Here's Farrell as the Hilltoppers do a line change. Farrell's shot deflected up and out of play. 7:32 to go first period, no score. Hibbing Chisholm, Duluth Marshall. And they're going to have DeBoom go try to get him across to get looked at. He took a weird spill down in the left corner and kind of awkwardly went into the boards and kind of favoring that ankle a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully he's going to be able to come back here tonight. I'm not sure.
Face off to the left to Dilly. That'd be a huge blow to the Blue Jackets. Leading goal scorer with 16 on the year for the sophomore forward. And behind the Blue Jacket net, it's Farrell centering pass, and it's deflected. Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Bestel to center ice. Bestel works it. Nice shot put on by Radovic, top of the left circle. And a nice save by Mudrack with no rebound whatsoever.
Yeah, good job by Logan there to kind of get himself right in front of Mudrack and kind of put a little screen on there, but he made that initial save and then leave a rebound out there.
Messel will take the draw with Dodd to the right of Mudrack. 7:15 to go, period 1, no score. Gray Irwin has it near the blue line, throws it towards the net, it sails wide. Les Garbo picks it up at the right wing half wall, knocked off his stick, bouncing around, and chipped out to the Blue Jacket blue line by the Hilltoppers. And up into the bench. Almost took off Parker's head with that one. I think the coaches are kind of giving Gray Irwin some grief going, dude, there's no glass in front of the bench.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Dilly. Again, it'll be Dodd and Bestel, and they both get tossed. Bensermacher will take the draw now with Farrell. And Blue Jackets had the puck momentarily out near the left point and thrown in behind the Blue Jacket net. Comes to the right wing half wall where it's picked up by Perunovic. Perunovic on the stick to Vestal, couldn't control it. So Les Carbo fires it in. Blue Jackets will switch up a couple players. And again, cleared all the way down the ice by the Hilltoppers. So icing on the Hilltoppers with 6:34 to go. First period, no score. Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall Not a lot of shots either. 4-3 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, 7 shots. That's a lot of very, very low shot total for this point of the game.
Face off to the left of Mudrack. Up along the end boards. Now picked up by the Hilltoppers. They'll work it up to the near left wing half wall. Back around to the right corner. On the tape now it's McKenna. McKenna out to center on a right wing pass to Johnson. Brunovich picks it up at the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. Now down near the right corner. Leaves it in behind the net. Grabbed by Sikinen. Sikinen had Johnson all over him. Johnson gets it out to the left point. Shot put on from the left point by Liberty. And a blocker saved by Dilly. Out near the left point once again. They try to get it across. Kept alive by Crenson. Dumps it down in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Picked up by Lenz. Back on top of the circle and a shot that's deflected wide from Liberty. Blue Jackets clear the zone. Comes out to center. Bouncing puck. Crenson throws it to neutral ice. Sikinen has it. He'll fire it in. 5.5 to go, first period, no score. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Duluth Marshall. Marshall ranked the number 2 team in the state in Class A. Roll down the ice, should have another icing on the Hilltoppers, and we do with 5:18 to go, first period. Looks like Brendan cut his hair.
Yeah, it looks a little shorter this year than
last year.
Past years here.
Comes out to neutral ice, and it's flicked right back in by Fenstermacher. Mudrack will stop it behind the Hilltopper net. Into the right corner. Grabbed by Fralick. Fralick's pass is tipped. And the Blue Jackets take it away. Lee is shot from the blue line. Sailed just wide of the net. With the loose puck is Hansen down near the right corner. Kept alive momentarily by Andrew Irwin. Pass intercepted at neutral ice by Fenstermacher. Riley Versich takes a big hit from Fralick. But the puck's down near the left wing half wall in the Hilltopper zone. Out to center. Banked off the right wing boards. Erickson tried to get to it. Poked back out by Fenstermacher. 4:30 to go here in period number 1. No score. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Duluth Marshall. Thrown towards the net from center ice by Hansen. Line change Hilltoppers. Andrew Irwin for the Blue Jackets. He'll backhand it down the ice. Lee tried to knock it down. Irwin at center with it. And he works it up and over to Les Garbo. Fires it around. Blue Jackets will finish up the line change at the left wing half wall. Flip now out to center ice. Nice check by Radovich. Just drilled Farrell. Farrell's slow to get up. And the Blue Jackets, Brunovich with it. Long pass to center. It's Les Garbo. Les Garbo to Radovich. Radovich in the slot. A backhand and a save by Mudrack. Bestel picks it up in the left corner. Leaves it for Radovich. Radovich now to Les Garbo in the left corner. Les Garbo spins around. Avoids a check from Stauber. In behind the net. Now to the right corner. Ref needs to move and get out of the way. Les Garbo back in behind the net. Him and Stauber having a nice one-on-one battle here. Coming in to help out near the left wing half wall is Radovich. Radovich trying to dig it loose. Throws it towards the net. Intercepted by Willie Stauber. And he'll take his time. Long pass to center to Sepp. And it pops into the left circle. Centering pass cleared away to the far boards by Radovich. He'll pick it up near the left wing half wall. The pass up to Les Garbo. Les Garbo fires it in right on net. Mudrack save. Line change Blue Jackets. 3:08 to go first period. No score. Shots tied up at 5. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing into the action. Well, that was some nice stick handling by Fralick till he got to the Blue Jacket blue line. Then that was the end of that. Pina tries to push the puck out into neutral ice. Can't do it. McKenna, right wing half wall. Puts it in behind the Blue Jacket net. Gray Irwin takes a check. Puck rolls off his stick into the left corner. Up near the left wing half wall. McKenna and Knipes are tied up. Yoki's battling with Lenz. And now it's a 3-on-1 Blue Jackets. Here we go. 3-on-1. Brings it in. Knipes. A shot. And a save. Brunovich was on his left. A nice save by Mudrack. 2:29 to go. First period. No score. McKenna pushes it out to neutral ice. Trying to work it up to Johnson. Johnson's got to regroup back in his own zone. He'll work it around to Liberty. Back to Johnson at center ice. Johnson fires it in. Dilly will glove it and hold on. 2:12 to go first period. No score between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. We had a perfect opportunity there with that 3-on-1.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. Just couldn't, Perunovic couldn't get to that loose puck. Otherwise, he may have had an open net on the goaltender's left there.
Face-off won by Riley Versich of the Blue Jackets. It's banked off the boards out to center ice. Hilltoppers bring it back across. Nice back check by Madsen for the Blue Jackets to take it away from Pedersen. Andrew Irwin now in along behind the Blue Jacket net. Works it up to Lee on the near side. Lee working down the left side to center ice. Tried to get the pass to Riley Versich, and it's tipped by the Hilltoppers. Knocked down by Fenstermacher, but picked up by Pedersen. Pedersen right circle, throws it through all the way to the left wing boards. There the left wing half wall down along the left corner. Taken away by Andrew Irwin. Works it up to Lee once again. Lee's pass. Can't get it out. Finally comes out to neutral ice. Play continues along the near boards. Puck's going to be grabbed by Erickson for the Hilltoppers. Worked it over to Hansen. Hansen now to Krenzen. Krenzen spins around near the left wing half wall in the Hilltoppers zone. Minute 8 to go in the first period. Chip down and in the Blue Jacket zone. Line change Hilltoppers with 1:03 to go in the period. Fenstermacher in behind the Blue Jacket net. Sets it up for Andrew Irwin behind the net. Left wing pass to Radovic. Cross ice well in front of Les Garbo giving chase. Are the Blue Jackets getting there first is Liberty. Liberty checked off the play along the inboards. Picked up left corner by the Blue Jackets. Radovic will gather in the puck. Radovic in behind the net. Radovic, bottom of the right circle. Back check though by Liberty. Took it away from him. Here's Sepp, the center ice for the Hilltoppers. Brings it across on the left side. Left it for Farrell. Out near the right point. Backhanded down near the right corner. Farrell along the inboards and behind the net. Hits Bestel in the skate, so the loose puck's going to be grabbed by the Hilltoppers. I believe that's Braylick. And now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Here we go. And skating right in. A big slap shot. Roy Irwin sails wide from the top of the right circle. Pushed back out to center ice. And carried across, which looked offside. It's Farrell. And a nice play by Perunovic to break up the pass. And that'll be it for period number 1. Well, it's kind of back and forth in that first period, but got a little exciting in the last minute of the period. We'll be back with our first intermission coming up after 1 period of play. Our score is Hibbing Chisholm 0 and Duluth Marshall 0. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG.
Back to the action on 106.3 WMFG.
After 1 period of play from the Hibbing Memorial Arena, no score between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall, the number 2 team in Class A in the state of Minnesota. Not a whole lot of stats to go over, Randy, but why don't you cover them bad boys?
Yeah, no goals and no penalties in that first period, but there were 6 shots on goal for each team. Isaiah Dilly for the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, he had 6 saves, and also Cullen Mudrack of the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers, he also had 6 saves. So that's where we are after 17 minutes, 0-0 deadlocked here after 1.
Of course, today is Hockey Day in Minnesota, so there have been some hockey games. Before we get into the stuff that's being shown on Fox Sports North, etc., some area teams have played today, and their games are in the books. Over in the Hippodrome, it was Hutchinson getting a 3-2 victory over Evelyn Gilbert. At the Miners Memorial Building this afternoon, it was all Virginia, 6-0 over Wilmer. Denfeld hosted Blake. Blake's down a little bit this year, but they must have had a good one because it was a 1-0 Denfeld victory. Up in Rosehill, in overtime, Duluth East gets by the Rams 2-1, and Ely made the trip to Red Lake Falls, and it wasn't pretty for them. They get shut out today by a score of 5-0. Now, it is Hockey Day in Minnesota. Watched a couple of good high school games earlier today. 11 goals in the opener between St. Paul Johnson and Laverne. After a 0-0 first period, they had 11 goals in 2 periods, and it was Johnson getting a late goal to get the victory 6-5. Then in overtime, Hill Murray gets by St. Thomas Academy by a score of 3-2. Everything shifted to Mariucci for the Gophers in Wisconsin at 5. I'll be happy to report that your Golden Gophers actually got a victory over Wisconsin this weekend. 5-2 was the score. And coming up here in just a few minutes, Arizona at the Wild. And then later tonight, the game that was played at 3:30 will be shown late tonight on Fox Sports North. The girls' game between Duluth Northern Stars and Creighton-Durham Hall.
Yeah, and there was one more game in there too.
They're playing one tonight at home and field. It's, in fact, I'll tell you because I just saw it. It's St. Paul Academy and someone.
Must have been 2 more private schools or something in there.
Yeah, there was actually another game being played at Holman tonight at 7:30. It's St. Paul Academy and Rochester Lourdes.
Okay, yeah.
So they're making a whole day of it. I don't know. It looked kind of cool. I watched it from the airport. I don't know. It's not like they were playing in a pond or a lake, but it was kind of cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was cool because they had it was the military. They had that military theme, and then they, kept flashing, back between St. Paul and Kuwait, and it was kind of a neat. How the setting was kind of a neat deal, being on an active tarmac there, active airport, and having that right on the tarmac there. So it was kind of a nice salute for the military and the teams. I had the fatigue-style uniforms. A couple of the teams did. Hill Marines and St. Thomas both
Johnson had them
Johnson
too.
did, but Laverne didn't. So I'm not sure why Laverne didn't have them. Maybe they wanted to wear their red jerseys. But yeah, that first game was a good game. There was lots of goals in that second period. It was a fun hockey game, and the St. Paul, the Hill Murray, and St. Thomas Academy, that was a tough game too as well. Goals in overtime, so potentially, they had a good chance to see 2 overtime games here earlier today. Just the St. Paul Johnson getting that goal late in that third period. Otherwise, they would have had 2 overtime games, so it would have been a good competitive day for both of them.
Well, it's going to have an extended period break here because the little ones are all playing. Congratulations to the girls basketball team. They bounced back from that loss last night to Thief River Falls. They get the victory over East Grand Forks this afternoon. I think it was by like 6. I never did get the final score, but I was told that they did get the victory this afternoon. Girls hockey, they're off. They'll take their 8-10-2 record into Tuesday night's game here at home against North Shore, which we'll have here for you on Classic Hits Radio. And then boys basketball, they lost last night again to Virginia. I don't know what it is about Virginia, but they get us every time. We lost 72-55. Rumor has it that Joel got teed up again. That's 2 this year. And now they'll play in the Martin Luther King Classic down at UMD on Monday morning, 10 o'clock against Barnum.
Well, I don't know. We just can't seem to find a way to beat Virginia. They just have our number for some reason, and we've had some great battles with them, some overtime games and some real close games. Last night kind of got away from us, but yeah, just tough to solve that one. Hopefully the next time, hopefully we got them one more time this year also. Hopefully we can turn the tide and finally knock them off here.
Well, they got the height and we don't, and that's part of it.
Right.
I mean, they got some kids that got some nice size, so they can clog up the paint, and we really don't have anybody that's really that big. So, if we're shooting from the perimeter and they ain't dropping, it's going to be a long night.
Right.
All right, our score after one period here, it's 0-0 between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall, and hopefully Zach DeBoom's fine. He did go down to the locker room to get looked at by Tom Lang. About midway through that, he took a weird spill into the left corner and looked like he tweaked up his ankle a little bit. So hopefully he'll be ready to roll here come period number 2.
Yeah, the injury report on him was they did tape it up, and he did come out and skate in this while the little kids have been out here. He was out skating around, so hopefully he's going to be able to come back here in the second period.
All right, well, thank you to Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and Supply Distributor, General Waste. For all your disposal needs, choose General Waste. And Arbor Corner National Pioneers and Engineering Elastomeric Pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Well, part of the WCHA weekend's over, but it's not all completely over. So let's check in with this week in a WCHA.
Action on 106.3 WMMG.
And welcome back, everyone, to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. No score after one period of play between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. And believe it or not, Randy, we still don't have any hockey teams out here to play hockey.
Well, they got the ice. Ice is resurfaced, but now we gotta wait for
Are
them
they
to finish up
downstairs? Are they both teams downstairs around a TV watching Hockey Day, the Wild game?
Well, they may be watching the. They may be sitting together watching the Wild. Maybe they took their skates off and they went up to the end of the lobby area and they're sitting there watching the Wild play, because that game started at 8. So. Watch the first period. They could get to watch the whole first period, I bet you, the Wild game.
I bet they could, too. All right, let's look at some scores going around the area here. I pull this up, see if anything significant pops out. Like I said, Hutchinson gets by Evelyn Gilbert by a score of 3-2. Virginia got the 6-0 victory over Wilmer. All right, now they've adjusted this score. It was not Denfeld 1-0 over Blake. It was Denfeld 5-4 over Blake. That is a final. Duluth East gets by Roseau in overtime 2-1. And it was Ely with a 5-0 loss to Red Lake Falls. Thanks once again. Hey, we got referees, so we're getting closer. Thanks once again to General Waste. For all your disposal needs, choose General Waste. Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor. And Arbor Corner National, Pioneers and Engineering Elastomeric Pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Oh, look, now we have people. We can actually play hockey now.
Well, the Blue Jackets are back on the ice.
Blue Jackets
Marshall's behind them.
Blue Jackets have outscored their opponents 26-16 in period number 2. Meanwhile, Duluth Marshall has outscored their opponents 22-9 in period number 2. Blue Jackets will be moving left to right across the radio dial as finally we get into period number 2. Doug Giedrich, Randy Catron bringing you the action from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. You know, as a coach, though, you played a pretty good first period, both teams. I think the advantage, I'd have to give it to the Hilltoppers. They spent more time down in our zone than we were in theirs. But I would think as a coach, that long period break, I wouldn't be a fan of that, because it takes any momentum or anything you got built up away from you, because now it's like you're starting the game over again because you've been sitting for so long.
Yeah, you talk to any coach, and I'm sure that they're saying that, you know, those long period breaks are never good on them, because they just get that, you sit around and now you're kind of back to square one. You're kind of starting over, especially if you started any momentum up here, and looks like the Blue Jackets are going to start the period on a penalty here. Yeah,
I see that. Fina's going in the box. Penalty kill. Penalty kill for the Blue Jackets this year at 82.2%. We do have one shorthanded goal. The power play at 25.8% for Duluth Marshall. And the Blue Jackets will have to kill it off. Out to kill a penalty is Yoki, Gray Irwin, Perunovich, and Knipes. Face-off's going to be knocked right down, and Perunovich just skated away with Farrell's stick. I like that. Too many men on the ice. Is the penalty right at the... So that was at the end of the first period. So at 17 minutes is when that penalty came. All right, here we go. It's Freilich. Tries a centering pass, knocked off the stick of McKenna, and fired down the ice by the Blue Jackets. The goaltender, Mudrack, will stop it in behind the net. Back to pick it up is Freilich for the Hilltoppers. Freilich. Stick handles out. And bringing it across is McKenna, and tipped out by Knipes to center ice. Back to pick it up is Freilich. Freilich puts it right on the tape to Farrell. Here's Farrell, brings it across on the left side. Farrell in behind the Blue Jacket net. Nope, he'll stop along the end boards, battling with Perunovic. Perunovic now ties it up near the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. McKenna tries to dig it loose. And finally, coming away with it's Farrell. Out near the left point, sets it up for Freilich. Freilich, now they'll work it right back down to Farrell near the left circle. Left wing half wall to Dodd. Dodd. One-timer from the blue line, sails wide from Freilich. 32 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket penalty. Left circle, it's in the skates, and now taken away by Perunovic, and fired down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the penalty that was assessed at the end of period number 1 for too many men on the ice. Vino will be getting ready to hit the ice in 14 seconds, icing on the Hilltoppers. 15-12 to go, period 2, no score. 12 seconds to go in that Hilltopper power play. Face-off to the left of the goaltender, Mudrak.
Yeah, defenseman was looking for Peter Lentz up in the Blue Jacket zone, but missed him by about 30 feet.
Face-off won by the Blue Jackets. Andrew Irwin, shots blocked down into the right corner of the Hilltoppers zone. It'll be picked up by Liberty. Liberty throws it toward the front of the net. A shot that sails just high. Good opportunity for DeBoom, and DeBoom still having some issues with that ankle, Randy.
He came down. He came down hard on it that time, and now it looks like he may have re-injured it again.
Puck into the Blue Jacket zone, picked up, and Lee, it's in his skates, now trying to get it to Osborne. Carried across by Madsen, Madsen to Lee. Lee back to Madsen in the right corner. Madsen battling for the puck with Hansen of the Hilltoppers. 14 and a half to go, period 2, no score, giving Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. Out to center ice with the puck. Sepp pushes it towards the Blue Jacket blue line, then he'll flip it in. Knocked down by Andrew Irwin. Andrew Irwin, backhand pass, nice. Right on the tape to Osborne. Osborne, left circle. Osborne carries in beyond the Blue Jacket net. We're bunching up. Here's Lee with the puck for the Blue Jackets. Lee is going to leave it back in behind the net for Osborne. Once again, centering pass. No one home, tipped away. Johnson out to center, slap shot, sails into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change, Hilltoppers. 13:55 to go, period 2. And still no score between Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. Les Garbo backhands it out to neutral ice. Fire back into the Blue Jacket zone. Hits the skate. Fenstermacher came out to neutral ice. Irwin will pick it up. Irwin, his pass to Les Garbo. Les Garbo with the puck. Knocked off his stick as soon as he got out to neutral ice. Andrew Irwin picks it up. Andrew Irwin spins around right corner Blue Jacket zone. In the skates of Radovic. It's out to center and fired right back in by Krenzen. Picked up by Fenstermacher. To Les Garbo on a right wing pass. Les Garbo tries a stick handle out to center, and he does. And now it's knocked off his stick. Blue Jackets can't even get it past center ice. That's not a good sign. 13:05 to go, period number 2, no score. Now stick handling down the right wing with Bessel. He'll dump it in. Mudrak stops it along the end boards, backhands it around to the left wing half wall. Getting there first was Radovic. Les Garbo checked up in the left corner. Hilltoppers Dodd. That was actually Freilich, Freilich backhands it into the Blue Jacket zone from center. Out near the right wing half wall, centering pass in front, cleared to the left point. Wrist shot sails through traffic from Krenzen from the right point. Kept alive at the left point by Freilich. It's going to roll around to the left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Fenstermacher checked off the play big time by Krenzen. So all of a sudden it looks like the Blue Jackets got no gas here. Taken away by Perunovic behind the net to Radovic. Radovic back to Perunovic behind the Blue Jacket net with 12:10 to go. Perunovic long pass to center, tipped by the Hilltoppers in. Freilich with it, carried in behind the Hilltopper net, line change Blue Jackets. Thrown to the Blue Jacket blue line, Perunovic intercepts it to Gray Irwin. Gray Irwin, right wing pass to Knipes. Knipes tried to work it to Yoki. Coming away with it's Freilich. Freilich and Yoki battled. Yoki took it away. Yoki tried to give it to Knipes down near the right corner. To the right circle to Yoki. The blue line one-timer, Gray Irwin. Got to dial them down just a little bit. That one was just a tad high, like about 12 feet. I like the concept. We got to get them down a little bit. Left wing half wall. Thrown out to center behind everybody. It's going to bounce in the Blue Jackets zone. No wave icing. Long pass. Gray Irwin to Knipes. Rolls off his stick into the right corner. Knipes and Freilich go at it. Freilich and Knipes along the end board. Coming in to help out Yoki. Intercepted by Perunovic. High slot. Couldn't pull the trigger. Left wing half wall. Perunovic still can't control it. Comes out to neutral ice. Andrew Irwin with the puck. Banked off the left wing boards. Knocked down by Osborne. He's ridden off the play at the blue line. Yoki battling at the right wing half wall. Trying to dig a loose is Madsen. Madsen had it taken away by Dodd. Dodd leaves it near the right wing half wall in the Hilltopper zone. Now it's grabbed by Dodd, fired down the ice. This will definitely be an icing. 10:39 to go, period number 2. No score and no shots.
Yeah, no shots through first 6 minutes or so in this first period, second period here. Marshall seems to have a little bit more jump than the Blue Jackets do right now, but not getting neither one is getting any opportunities here.
Face off to the left of Mudrack, controlled by the Hilltoppers. It's Krenzen. Works it up near the left point, trying to take a whack at it, and he finally got it out with Farrell. Fenstermacher out to center to Lee. Lee checked up off the play by Krenzen. Andrew Irwin from his own defensive zone. Chipped down and in by Lee. Back to pick it up along the end boards is Will Stauber. Hansen works it up to the right wing half wall to Sepp. Sepp banks it off the left wing boards to center, intercepted by Andrew Irwin. Rolls off his stick, loose puck grab by Farrell. Farrell cuts to the center, takes a shot, sails wide of the net. Puck's in behind the Blue Jacket net, cleared out to the left point, right to Hansen. Though there's a wrist shot deflected in front. That was off Andrew Irwin, and it went in the net, and it's 1-0 Hilltoppers. 7:06 is time of the goal. That actually was thrown towards the net and went right off of Andrew Irwin into the net.
Yeah, I saw that way we were set up on that play, and I'm thinking, oh, this might not be good. And it just tipped in between the...
That's his third of the year. Hansen unassisted. And just like that, a real tight game is now 1-0 in favor of Duluth Marshall on the Hansen goal.
Their first shot of the period for both teams.
Radovich carries it across, poked off his stick. Play at neutral ice. Blue Jackets see if they can regroup. Les Carbo, Gray Irwin works it over Perunovic. Perunovic to Gray Irwin. Les Carbo tips it in. Well, I got to tell you something about this Hilltopper team, though. They're really bottling us up when we try to get through the neutral zone. That seems to be an issue. At center, tipped in by Levi Stauber. Perunovic comes up with the puck from in front of the Blue Jacket, and it turned over just like that, and a shot put on by Sullivan. We're just so lackadaisical with this puck all of a sudden. Sullivan from the right corner throws it to the Blue Jacket blue line, try to get it back to his defenseman. Now Les Carbo carries it in, tries to split the D. He's tied up. Hansen will backhand it back out to neutral ice for Duluth Marshall. Perunovic with the puck, banked out the right wing boards. Here's Les Carbo, knocked off his stick. Les Carbo back to get it, fires it in and around. And Fina thought he had to check up. I thought he did too because he was a little bit in front. Here's Fina, left corner. Fina in his skates, kept alive. Left point, Fenstermacher, shot blocked. Fenstermacher gets it back, backhands it down along the end boards, in along the left corner. Now Knipes is tied up with Pedersen. Knipes and Pedersen going at it. Knipes comes away with it in behind the Hilltopper net. 8:14 to go, period 2. 1-0 Duluth Marshall. Knipes from the left corner. Left point sets up Fenstermacher. Wrist shot deflected in front just wide of the net. Yoki with the puck comes away with it. Yoki backhand puts it on, a save by Mudrack. And here's Knipes now, bottom of the right circle. He's going to leave it for Fina. Fina couldn't get it. Along the end boards, a nice check from Yoki on Liberty, and Yoki comes away with the puck into the left corner of the Hilltopper zone. Boy, this line is really working for the Blue Jackets and pinning the Hilltoppers down deep in their own zone. And they'll fire it down the ice. It's going to be on net, so it'll be a stop by Dilly, picked up by Perunovic. Left wing pass in the skates of Matson. Matson with the puck. Works it over to Fenstermacher. Long pass out the center to Lee. Behind Perunovic and backhanded down and in by the Blue Jackets. 7:18 to go, period 2. 1-0 Hilltoppers. Out to center ice, giving chase is Lee, and he cuts off Lenz. And it's back to Matson at center. Matson, there's a big penalty coming up on Freilich. That should be contact to the head, I would assume. Yep. He took Lee out big time. Freilich will go off. Blue Jackets get their first power play opportunity of the night. Power play for the Blue Jackets, 29.5%. They've given up 2 shorthanded goals, a penalty kill at 82.8% for Duluth Marshall through the year. Well, Randy, this is our opportunity right here to tie it up.
Yeah, and the 5-minute major, no matter what happens, they stay in the box for that whole 5 minutes here. Contact
to the head. And Knife shot from the right circle, sails wide. Pushed out to neutral ice. Gray Irwin's got to get it. Gray Irwin, McKenna gets by him, throws it on net, and a save by Dilly. Here's Bestel. Keep in mind the Blue Jackets had one of these the other night, didn't work out so well against Grand Rapids. In fact, I think we only got 1 or 2 shots off on the entire 5-minute major. Right in front, backhand, sails wide, goal, Knife. And it's 1-1. For Joey, that's his 11th of the year. It's a power play goal. .10:32 time of this one. And the Blue Jackets still 4:24 of a power play to go. Now Bestel going at it with Krenzen. Krenzen comes away with it. Throws it back in his own zone to Pedersen. Right wing pass to Sepp. Slap shot, Sepp, and a save. Bestel getting into it with a few people now out there. And Shea Walters having something to say to him when he comes back to the bench. All right, here's Matson. Cross-ice pass. Fenstermacher over skates is going to get it and get it back to Andrew Irwin at the Blue Jacket blue line. Back to Fenstermacher, back to Irwin. 3:57 to go in the Blue Jacket power play. It's tied at 1. Here's Lee. Knocked off his stick. Thrown towards the net. All right, settle it down, guys. Here's Fenstermacher. Left point. Out to the blue line, Andrew Irwin. Works it over right circle to Lee. Lee, cross ice, tried to get backdoor to Matson. Now back out to the blue line. Fenstermacher knocks it down. Fenstermacher. They got to be patient, but they got to look at how aggressive the penalty kill is right now. Here's Lee. Shot, save, puck loose in front, push towards the net, and the net came off its mooring as pretty much everybody ended up in the net. What I was going to say, though, Randy, is we really got to watch it. Their 2 top guys on that penalty kill are being very aggressive and trying to take that puck away and maybe get a breakaway down the ice.
Yeah, just the key is, for the Blue Jackets to remain patient. Watch their passes, just take their time, and it's still got 3:24 left in this power play. You don't want to give up a shorthanded goal.
And Duluth Marshall, they do have 2 shorthanded goals on the year. And now they're going to say that net coming off its mooring was due to the Blue Jackets, so it's going to come out to neutral ice on the faceoff. DeBoom wins the draw, and DeBoom is still having issues with that ankle. Bestel. DeBoom will pick it up. Knocked off his stick. Knife has it. To Bestel, right wing, half ball back to Knife in the right circle. Knife in behind the net to DeBoom. DeBoom with the puck. Works it to Bestel in the right corner. Bestel. Circle. DeBoom. Backhand toward the net. No, it's knocked off his stick. Back out to the right point. Gray Irwin. Right circle, Bestel. In the slot, Knipes works it over to Boom. A shot and a save by Mudrack. Into the right corner. Still 2:45 to go here in that power play for the Blue Jays. Ooh. The Boom's lucky he didn't get her caught for that elbow up in Liberty's face. And it's deflected in the goal. The Boom. It got through Mudrack, and the Boom saw it in the paint and puts it in. And it's a power play for the Blue Jackets. They lead 2-1. And for the Boom, that's his 17th of the year, which leads the Blue Jackets. 12:21 time of this power play goal. And that 5-minute major penalty to Freilich is now looming large, Randy.
Yeah, two goals on this 5-minute major so far for the Blue Jackets.
Still 2:27 to go in the Blue Jacket power play. They score 2 power play goals, and they lead 2-1 here in period 2. 4:20 to go in the period. Blue Jackets have it near the right point, throw it in the right corner to Les Carbo, comes in, backhand, hits the side of the net. Les Carbo tries to regain control of the puck, cleared around by the Hilltoppers, kept alive by the Blue Jackets. Blue line, right circle, Lee, and he just couldn't get a lot on it on the one-timer. And it kind of fluttered in, and Mudrack made the glove save and held on.
Yeah, Jared just couldn't get real good wood on that. Otherwise, he would have had to open that goal there, because Mudrack was totally out of position on that one, watching the forward on the other side.
3:51 to go, period number 2. Blue Jackets lead Duluth Marshall 2-1. 1:45 to go in the Blue Jacket power play yet. It was a 5-minute major to Freilich, contact to the head. Knipes in behind the Hilltopper net to the left circle, left wing half wall. To Boom, sets it up. Van Irwin had it knocked away. Here's Sepp trying to get to it. And nice play by Perunovic to clear it. But with the puck now is Dodd. Dodd into the right corner, Sepp in the Blue Jacket zone, tied up by Perunovic. And now Perunovic comes away with it. 1:20 to go in that power play for the Blue Jackets. Perunovic with the puck. Banked off the right wing boards. Irwin with the puck. Here's Gray. Gray's going to zip it around the boards. And Bestel picks it up near the left wing half wall, tied up in the left corner. Now he'll work it to DeBoom. DeBoom to the left wing half wall. Out to the left point, Perunovic. Back to DeBoom. DeBoom. Back to Perunovic. A shot deflected wide. In the left corner. Pushed out, and Gray Irwin can't hold the zone. Fired down the ice by Sepp. 49 seconds to go in that power play. 2:50 to go, period 2. Blue Jackets have scored 2 power play goals in the 5-minute major to Freilich for contact to the head. Irwin fires it down and in. Mudrack stops it in behind the net. It's grabbed by the Hilltoppers. Irwin keeps it alive at the right point. Lee with the puck. Lee works it over left point to Perunovic. They'll work it down low to Les Carbo near the left corner. Les Carbo needs some help. He gets it out to Perunovic. Left wing half wall to Madsen. Down to Les Carbo. Centering pass. Goal! Off the skate of Krenzen and in. And Les Carbo's going to get the goal as he threw it off the skate of Krenzen. And it's 3-1 Blue Jackets. 3 power play goals on that 5-minute major. 14:41 is the time of this power play goal. Nice heads-up play by Les Carbo. Just kind of tried to throw it in front of the net. Went off Krenzen's skate and in. And Les Carbo should get credited with his 6th goal of the year.
Scoring power play goal here, Blue Jackets. Number 15, Joe Les Carbo. He's assisted by number 9, Dylan Madsen, and number 7, Scott Perunovic.
So Madsen and Perunovic on the assist, but the Blue Jackets, now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, but the Blue Jackets lead 3-1. They made Marshall pay dearly for that, Randy. Here's Knifes out at the Marshall blue line. Backhands it off the left wing boards, down along the inboards near the left corner. Yoki gives chase. Centering pass is cleared away by the Hilltoppers. It's brought out to center ice by Johnson. He'll bring it across the blue line in the right wing. Avoids a check by Fenstermacher. Into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. 1:30 to go in period number 2. It's 3-1 Blue Jackets. Not a lot of shots in this game. 14-10 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Up near the right wing half wall. Rolls back down into the right corner. And Sykinen puts a check on. Fenstermacher comes away with it. Right wing pass. They get it to Knifes. He'll work it out. Comes out to center ice. It'll be retrieved by the Hilltoppers. At center, it's in the skates of Lenz. Lenz brings it across on the left side. Lenz, centering pass to the left circle, was in the skates of his teammate McKenna. Play continues along the end boards near the left corner. McKenna comes away with it for the Hilltoppers to the left wing half wall. Battling with Sykinen and not able to hold the zone with Fralick. Fralick should be well rested as he sat in the penalty box for 5 minutes. Long pass cross ice offside as they tried to hit Farrell on the right side. 41 seconds to go, period number 2. Blue Jackets with a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, that 5-minute major, they made him pay for it. 3 goals on that 5-minute major. And
face-off control by the Blue Jackets. Long pass out to center. Les Carbo gives chase with Fralick. Les Carbo and Fralick going to the right corner of the Hilltopper zone. Vestal comes to retrieve it. Vestal pinned up along the end boards by Krenzen. Loose puck will be grabbed with 22 seconds to go. Knocked down, though, by Radovich momentarily. Push to the Blue Jacket blue line. Les Carbo. Now it's Radovich picking up the loose puck at center. Brings it across. Radovich goes to the backhand. It's blocked off the stick of Krenzen. Kept alive by Andrew Irwin, left point. Push to the left circle where it's grabbed by Sepp. 2 seconds to go in the period. 1 second to go. And there we are. After 2 periods of play, ladies and gentlemen, 4 goals in that period. It's starting to look like hockey day here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. After 2 periods of play, our score, it's Hibbing Chisholm 3 and Duluth Marshall 1. It's Blue Jacket hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG.
Winter Frolic time in Hibbing once again. And tonight we're here to introduce you to the 15 Queen candidates and their escorts. Please welcome Amy Brownell. She's escorted by David Brownell. Amy's activities include hockey, soccer, and golf. She is involved with student council, captain's council, band, and Teens Against Drugs and Alcohol. She plans to attend college and major in occupational therapy. Amy is sponsored by the American Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Brownell. Let's meet Caitlin Becker. Caitlin's activities include Upward Bound, Key Club, Speech Team, Inspiring Hibbing Leaders, Pep Band, and has published an essay. She plans to attend college and earn an engineering degree. Caitlin is sponsored by Larry Ryan Photography. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Becker. Please welcome Amber Clennert. She is escorted tonight by Todd Clennert. Amber's activities include cross-country, track, and previously has played girls hockey. She's involved in youth group and Amplify. She plans to attend college after graduation and major in nursing. Amber is sponsored by Dave's West Howard Auto. Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Clennert. Please welcome Lindsay Lempe. Lindsay is escorted by Todd Mopak. Lindsay's activities include cross-country, hockey, track, and band. She is involved in Knowledge Bowl, math team, drama, student council, and MDHA. She plans to attend college to major in biology with a minor in chemistry and pursue a medical degree. Lindsay is sponsored by Super One Foods. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay Lempe. Let's meet Courtney Martin. She's escorted tonight by Gary Martin. Courtney's activities include downhill skiing, snowboarding, and water skiing. She is involved in peer mentoring to attend college at UMD and earn a degree in chemical engineering. Courtney is sponsored by RC Fabricators. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Martin. Let's meet Rebecca Rebrovich. She is escorted tonight by Dan Rebrovich. Rebecca's activities include softball, knowledge ball, math team, student council, key club, junior Rotarians, concert choir, and National Honor Society. She plans to attend a four-year university and major in business. Rebecca is sponsored by Iracore International. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Rebrovich. Please welcome Kelsey Bucheski. Kelsey is escorted by Eric Arndt. Kelsey's activities include hockey, boxing, and cheerleading. She is involved in Captain's Council. She plans to serve our country in the Army, and when she has completed that, attend a four-year college to acquire a degree to help troubled youth. Kelsey is sponsored by the Elks Lodge. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Bucheski. Let's meet Maggie Ruzich, escorted this evening by Jeff Ruzich. Maggie's activities include cheerleading, drag racing, choir, and previously played girls hockey. She is involved in Relay for Life, peer mentor, Captain's Council, prom committee, and community education. She plans to attend a university and attain a degree in abnormal psychology. Maggie is sponsored by Barron's Pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Ruzich. Please welcome Maddie Sanders, escorted this evening by Jeff Sanders. Maddie's activities include hockey, volleyball, and previously played softball. She is involved in student council, Teens Against Drugs and Alcohol, band, and her Catholic church. She plans to attend a four-year college. Maddie is sponsored by Tom Lindstrom Photography. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Sanders. Let's meet Emily Severson, escorted this evening by Neil McFarland. Emily's activities include Action Blue Crew, Iron Range Youth in Action, Math Team, Knowledge Bowl, Concert Choir, Key Club, PSEO, and was previously in girls hockey, cheerleading, figure skating, and cross country. She plans to attend a four-year university and manage in sports management. Emily is sponsored by Sandy's Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Severson. Let's meet Kiki Surjord, escorted this evening by Jeff Surjord. Kiki's activities include softball, cheerleading, band, and playing the piano. She is involved in student council, key club, math team, Teens Against Drugs and Alcohol, church youth group, and the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans on attending a four-year college. Kiki is sponsored by Sullivan Supply. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiki Surjord. Let's welcome Paige Sleet, escorted this evening by Aaron Smith. Paige's activities include Upward Bound, photography, art, design, and writing. She also is a peer mentor for special needs students. She plans to attend college and become a special education teacher and write and publish a second book. She is sponsored by Allen and Radiator. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Sleet. Let's meet Marcy Stadahar, escorted this evening by Mark Anderson. Marcy's activities include drama, Teens Against Drugs and Alcohol, Amplify, high school student ministry and youth group. She would like to attend Crown or Northwestern University to major in pediatric nursing or as a special education teacher. Marcy is sponsored by Hardee's. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcy Stadahar. Let's meet Caitlin Bessel, escorted this evening by Davis Bessel. Caitlin's activities include running, training horses, hunting, training dogs, and competition riding. She plans to go to Bemidji and major in criminology become a police officer, and eventually work for the FBI. Caitlin is sponsored by the Hibbing Park Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Vessel. And our 15th Queen contestant, ladies and gentlemen, is Gabby Loverbirdie, who was unable to be here tonight. Gabby's activities include figure skating, cheerleading, golf, and previously in swimming. She is involved in Teens Against Drugs and Alcohol, competitive skating, and volunteers at her church. She plans to attend a four-year university. Gabby is sponsored by Security State Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Loverbirdie. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for our 15 Winter Frolic Queen candidates and their escorts. And we welcome all of you to participate in all the wonderful activities that we have planned for Winter Frolic this year. And please be sure to check the Hibbing Daily Tribune or the Winter Frolic Facebook page to check out all of the events that will be upcoming. Thank you.
3 WMFG.
And welcome back to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. I think eventually we'll have our third period. I think. Now the cheerleaders are picking up one puck at a time. Thanks once again to Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor. General Waste, for all your disposal needs, choose General Waste and Iverco International, pioneers in engineering, elastomeric pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. We got kind of a quiet week next week, Randy. Kind of weird that we've been going pretty crazy with a lot of games, and then next week it's poof, we only have 2.
Yeah, things kind of, we get that boys hockey is on a break, and then we get a little break here next week with a couple games, but then it kind of picks up after that a little bit. But yeah, next week it'll be nice to have just a couple games and have a little break, especially for you, Doug. You've been traveling a lot with the teams here.
Yeah, in fact, we got a game Tuesday here at home, girls hockey against North Shore. Then we make the trip up on Thursday to International Falls for girls hockey. And then that's it until Monday the 26th. So a couple of big girls hockey games for seeding purposes late in the season for the girls next week.
Yeah, those are 2 huge games for the Lady Blue Jackets. 2 games that they definitely need to win to keep themselves in probably the number 3 slot in the playoffs here.
And the Blue Jackets are back out on the ice. That's a good thing. That means we can actually get a period 3 in here. And now here come the Hilltoppers. Blue Jackets will be moving right to left for period number 3. Blue Jackets, can they do it? They're 17 minutes away from possibly upsetting the number 2 team in Class A in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, just play hard and finish them off here in this third period. Keep the pedal to the metal. Come out here and go to work right away here.
"17 minutes of hockey to go." I can't help but laugh.
50.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Up for the Blue Jackets on defense is going to be Gray, Irwin, and Perunovich. Up front, Bestel with Lescarbo on the right and Radovich on the left. Meanwhile, Marshall going to counter with Sepp, Farrell, and McKenna up front. And on D, you're going to have Hansen and Fralick. Third period's underway. Puck controlled by the Hilltoppers. Fralick works it over to Hansen on the right side. Hansen out to center, throws it in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone, knocked down by Sepp, taken away by Gray Irwin. Near the right wing half wall, now the right corner. It's Radovich with the puck. Here's Radovich. Throws it down the ice. Bestel was going one way, puck was going the other. Icing on the Blue Jackets just underway. 23 seconds into period number 3. And it's a 3-1 Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal, 14-10 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Face off to the left to Dilly. On the draw is going to be Bestel and McKenna. McKenna wins the draw, gets it out to Freilich at the right point. His pass is deflected out near the left point. Shot put on is blocked by the Blue Jackets. They can't clear the zone. Kept in near the left point by Farrell. Zipped in behind the Blue Jacket net. It's Sepp picking it up in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic comes away with it. His pass is deflected out to center ice. Knocked down. Freilich will just poke it off his stick out to center. Trying to carry it in the Blue Jacket zone. Denied entry by Radovic. Radovic banks it off the left wing boards. Mudrack will stop it along the end boards for the Hilltoppers. Line change Blue Jackets. 16 minutes to go in the game. Blue Jackets up by 2, 3-1 on Duluth Marshall. At center ice, carried across the blue line. It's Farrell. It's taken away by the Blue Jackets. Fina's going to give chase. Fina takes a hard check from Krenzen at the blue line. Zipped around to the right wing half wall, clear but not out. Fenstermacher keeps it alive at the right point. He'll just push it along the boards, right down in the left corner of the Hilltoppers zone. Now out near the left wing half wall, and coming out with it is going to be Johnson. Johnson pushes it in between the circles of the Blue Jacket zone, picked up by Fenstermacher. Here's Osborne out to center, working down the left side. Osborne tries to carry it across, ridden off the play at the blue line by Liberty. 15-16 to go in the game. Puck's at the right wing half wall in the Hilltoppers zone. Coming away with it's Lenz. Lenz, he'll stick handle out to center, pushes it up to his teammate. Hands it off from Dodd. Gets it to Liberty. Thrown to the Blue Jackets zone. Andrew Irwin, right corner to Lee. Lee can't get it out of the zone. Back into the right corner. Andrew Irwin had it taken away. Centering pass from Dodd. Intercepted by Madsen. Madsen to Lee. Lee back to Madsen in between his skates. Hilltoppers come away with it. Lenz out the center. Tipped in by Dodd. Line change Hilltoppers. 14:35 to go in the game. 3-1 Blue Jackets. Perunovic along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone. Works it over. Nicely done. And Madsen out to center. Tried to get it to DeBoom. Knocked away. Here come the Hilltoppers. Bringing it in Pedersen. Leaves it. A shot put on from the top of the right circle by Erickson. Easy save by Dilly. Blocked in front by Perunovic on the slapper. And now a shot sails wide from the high slot by Pedersen. 14:08 to go. Hilltoppers putting a little pressure on the Blue Jackets. Now coming away with it to Boom. Had his pocket picked, but Madsen's right there to gather in a loose puck. Now Perunovic throws it to the Hilltopper blue line. Freilich stick handles it across on the right wing into the Blue Jacket zone. Freilich stops into the right corner. His pass is whipped on. Perunovic banks it off the end boards. It's out near the left wing half wall. And it's set there for Sepp. Sepp tries to get by Gray Irwin, no luck. Gray Irwin in behind the Blue Jacket net, 13:37 to go. Blue Jackets need to get their feet moving. They're doing a lot of standing around at the moment. Perunovic gives chase in behind the Blue Jacket net. There should have been a hook, no call, as getting the stick up in there was Pedersen. When you can see a player lose his momentum, shot put on block. Oh, it hits the post on the second attempt by Perunovic. I was going to say, when you see a player all of a sudden have his momentum stop going around another player, you know that's a hook or a hold, one of the two. Down in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, 13 minutes to go. 3-1 Blue Jackets. Perunovic pushes it up to the half wall. Radovic, now Perunovic comes away with it. 3-on-2 Blue Jackets. Right wing pass, Lescarbo. Lescarbo back to Perunovic. Perunovic, a shot, sails just up over the crossbar. Left wing half wall. Blue Jackets can't hold the zone. Yes, they can. Andrew Irwin kept it alive from the left point. Dumped it down in the left corner. Battling his knife. Puck's in behind the Hilltopper net, picked up by Liberty. Liberty's going to push it back to the left corner for Krenzen. Krenzen's getting lined up by Lescarbo. Now it's tipped out to center ice, McKenna. McKenna brings it across. McKenna sets it up, cleared away by Andrew Irwin near the right point. Krenzen with it. Back down in the right corner, now behind the Blue Jacket net. It's Sepp, tied up. Krenzen's there as well, trying to dig a loose is Fenstermacher and Bestel. Bestel takes a shot in the back from Johnson. 12:07 to go in the game. Blue Jackets with a 3-1 lead. Tied up in behind the Blue Jacket net. Coming away with it's Bestel. Here's Bestel. He'll stick handle out to center ice. Left wing pass tipped in and dumped in by Radovic. Line change Blue Jackets. 11:50 to go in the game. 3-1 Blue Jackets over Duluth Marshall. It's been a long time since the Blue Jackets have garnered a victory against this team. Back in December of 2008, they're due. Perunovic a shot, and just getting a piece of it was Mudrack. Right wing half wall. It's Parker Osborne, puts it in behind the Hilltopper net. The Hilltoppers come away with it and trying to skate it out, taken away by the Blue Jackets from Freilich. But now it comes back to the Hilltoppers. They'll set it up in the high slot, and now Knipes with it. It rolls off his stick out to center, fired in by Freilich. All the way around to the left wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. Dumped in along the end boards behind the net, centering pass by Dodd, pushed away by the Blue Jackets. Andrew Irwin is able to clear it off the near glass, and it's going to roll down to the left circle into the Hilltopper zone. Back to pick it up to Hansen. Hansen circles his net. Ooh, he centered that in front, tried to get it to Freilich, comes into the left corner. Jumping high, trying to knock it down was Erickson. Blue Jackets come away with it. Oh, and DeBoom just couldn't pull the trigger. Nice pass from Madsen. We got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. He dropped his stick, for crying out loud, and they're going to call a hook on DeBoom. This will come at 6:15. I don't know, questionable call. I want to see the replay. Power play coming up. Number 2 for Marshall. Again, their power play this year at 25.8%. The penalty kill for the Blue Jackets at 82.2%. This is a huge kill coming up for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, this definitely is a 2 minutes that we got to kill off here. We don't want to give up a goal here.
Face-off control by the Blue Jackets. Knipes ridden off the play, but it comes out to neutral ice. They're going to get the boom for the hook. 6:15, time of the penalty. Carrying it across now is Dodd. Dodd, nice play by Andrew Irwin to take it away. Not cleared out, though. Kept alive at the right point by Krenzen. Right wing half wall. Back to Krenzen at the right point. And his pass, no-look pass on the backhand, comes out to neutral ice, so Freilich's got to regroup. He's got Knipes all over him. Freilich stops in behind the Hilltopper net. 1:25 to go in the power play for the Hilltoppers. 10:07 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. At center ice, carried across. It's McKenna on the right wing. McKenna is going to carry it in behind the Blue Jacket net. He'll leave it over on the left wing half wall. Get it out to the blue line. Freilich shot blocked in front by Perunovic. Perunovic fires it down the ice. Knocked down. Krenzen is able to push it back into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. McKenna over skates. And Krenzen is shot and a save. Cleared away, Blue Jackets. And they do along the end board. Left wing half wall. Now in the left circle. Back up to the blue line. Krenzen's blast is blocked by Knipes. And pushing it out. And is Bestel. Refs, all the fans down here wanted a penalty, but that was actually a dive by Bestel to clear it, not a trip. Bringing it across, a shot. I don't think that Dilly saw Dodd's shot until the last moment when it hit him. Left wing half wall coming across. They'll get it out to Krenzen. A blast by Freilich, blocked into the right corner. Krenzen picks it up. Puts it along to Farrell. 20 seconds to go in the power play for Duluth Marshall. Right circle, and it's cleared away by the Blue Jackets' Bestel. 12 seconds to go in the penalty kill for the Blue Jackets. This is huge. Now we need to keep the momentum. 8:50 to go in the game. 3-1 Blue Jackets. We'll be back to full strength in 3 seconds.
Blue Jackets at full strength.
Shot put on, big pad save, wrist shot blocked, comes to the left wing half wall, Blue Jackets on. Ooh, Knipes just floored Krenzen, and Krenzen still on one knee, finally getting up. Benchermacher, meanwhile, carries it down on the left side. Out to center ice, it's Lenz. Lenz brings it across, top of the left circle, shot saved, Dilly, no rebound. 8:21 to go. Boy, Knipes just plastered Krenzen in the Blue Jacket zone in the left wing half wall. He stayed down. He's still trying to get off the ice, Randy.
Yeah, he got hammered out there, but Blue Jackets did a great job. That penalty kill, great job clogging up that slot area, not allowing Marshall any chance to set up close there.
Play in the Blue Jacket zone. Right point deflected in front by Erickson and just sailing wide. That was almost a big mistake by the Blue Jackets with 8:05 to go. 3-1 Blue Jackets. It's Radovic from the right corner. Radovic, long pass, no, intercepted at the blue line. A shot sails high on a slapper from Liberty. We got to be smarter with our passes. Coming off the right wing, half wall, big pad save, Dilly. Another shot and a save by Dilly. The Blue Jackets need to clear the puck. In behind the net, Fenstermacher. Fire that thing down, take the icing, get a new line out there. These guys, you can tell they're tired. Radovich, right wing, half wall, tied up with Hansen. Hansen comes away with it, Hansen. High slot comes in, backhand goal. See, I told you.
Yeah, we got to ice the puck because we were just gassed. We were gassed out there, and Marshall was buzzing.
9:35 is time of the goal. It's 3-2 Hilltoppers. Goal's going to go to Joe Hansen. On the backhand, unless it was deflected in front, but that's Hansen's third.
Stretch goal for the Hilltoppers, number 6, John Henson. He's assisted by number 45, Tyler Peterson. Henson from Peterson. Time of the goal, 9:35.
Well, that makes it 3-2, and there's still a lot of ball game left, and this is going to give life to the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, that's a goal that we couldn't afford to give up there.
And shouldn't have. We should have used our head and took the icing so we could get fresh set of legs out there.
Still buzzing here.
Yeah, they are. Left circle shot put on, sails wide from McKenna. Frelick kept it alive. And now a long cross-ice pass from Perunovic is tipped away, but Manson's able to get it out to neutral ice, and it's fired right back in by Lenz. Picked up by Gray Irwin.
He never
We got a
checked
penalty
up.
coming.
Oh, it's offside. He never
Offside?
checked
Okay.
up. No, what's that? Alicia's.
Knocked down into the zone. Left wing half ball and the Blue Jacket into things. Trying to kick it out is Knipes and kept alive at the left point. Puck's loose, left circle, tipped toward the net, cleared away by Dilly. Into the right corner. 6:23 to go. Trying to dig it loose was Farrell. Farrell takes a weird shot from the right wing half ball. I don't know if that was even deflected out of play or if it just sailed out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets definitely back on their heels now. Shots on goal, 17-15, Duluth Marshall. But the Blue Jackets lead 3-2. We got 6:17 to go. This is character showing time here, Randy.
Yeah, it's time to step up and make the play. Make the plays.
Out to center ice, in the skates of Basto, backhands it in. And Mudrack tipped it to the end boards. They'll try to clear it, kept in by Andrew Uren at the right point. Again, near the right point, Andrew Uren, wrist shot. It doesn't get through traffic, knocked down, and it's going to be grabbed and carried out to center ice. With the puck is Lenz, cross ice. And a wrist shot by Johnson from near the right circle. Glove save Dilly with 5:46 to go.
Yeah, we get definitely gut check time. Blue Jackets, got to keep it on. They got to put the pedal to the metal here. You don't want to play, you don't want to get in a defensive zone where you're playing not to lose. You can't be afraid to win and start making play. Taking some chances here.
Knocked into the right corner, picked up by Gray Irwin. In behind the Blue Jacket net, comes around the right side, off the glass, out to center, dumped right back in by the Hilltoppers. Perunovic, he's going to leave it along the end boards for Gray Irwin near the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. He had it taken away by McKenna. Right in front and a shot and another glove save. Well, we can't keep up playing this style here for 5:26. It's not going to work.
No.
The law averages is going to catch up on us, and it's going to tie it up.
Yeah, we have to play smart hockey, but you can't play afraid to, can't be afraid to win. You got to take some chances, but be smart out there.
Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets, Yoki. Fired around, comes to the left wing half wall. off the skate of Knife's. Yoki there as well, pushed in behind the Blue Jacket net. Perunovic battles with Johnson. Coming away with it, but losing an edge in the right corner is Lenz. He's tied up on the play by Gray Irwin. Lenz, centering pass out front, and Yoki, it looked like he just took down Dodd. Tipped right in front, and the puck's loose, trickles through the crease. We got people on our goaltender, for God's sake. Blow the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle there. I mean, they got two Marshall players in on our goaltender.
They were laying on top of Dilly. Blow the whistle.
Marsha and what Flaherty wants a penalty there for holding.
And we got a rough coming up on Gray Irwin. That's not good.
No.
This will come at 12:08, and it's another power play for Duluth Marshall. Not only now that they have the momentum, but now they got the extra attacker for 2 minutes. And if I was Todd, he called the ref over, I'd be complaining about goaltender interference.
Well, yeah,
You had a guy laying on top of your goaltender who's on the ice.
Right, and yet another Marshall player in there interfering as well, too.
Bluejackets, number 20, Ray Irwin.
12:08, time of the penalty.
Irwin for roughing. Time of the penalty.
We got Andrew Irwin, Knipes, who comes away with it, Yoki and Perunovic on the penalty kill. Knipes skates the center, just backhands it down in. Mudrackle stopping in behind the Hilltopper net. And with the puck, out to center, Freilich. Right wing pass to Dodd. Dodd brings it into the Blue Jackets zone. Dodd from the right corner stops. Dodd, bottom of the right circle, out to the blue line. Krenzen works it over. Freilich, wrist shot, glove save. Dilly, he'll reel it in. He didn't see it till it hit him.
Yeah, and Isaiah, good job on the reaction, to react to that puck. He didn't see it till late because he was screened there, but he immediately pulled it in. Don't take any chances there and get a face-off in your zone here.
Minute 33 to go in the power play for the Hilltoppers. 4:25 to go in the game. It's a 3-2 Blue Jacket lead. Hilltoppers come away with the Krenzen wrist shot, blue line, sails wide. And Dilly just reaches around to his right alongside his leg in the net and freezes it.
Yeah, good job by Isaiah again there, because that puck coming right off those boards. That was a live puck off those boards, and there was a forward out front that was in position with McKenna there.
Face-off rolls to the left wing half wall, kept alive by the Hunter, is intercepted by Perunovic and fired down the ice. Nice work by Scotty. Yoki gives chase. With the puck, it's Freilich. Stick handles out to center. Knocked off his stick by Knipes. That was actually Dodd. He'll regain control, zips it around the boards, down near the left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Yoki with it, had it tied up, and pushed down the ice by Fenstermacher. 56 seconds to go in that power play for Duluth Marshall. 3:45 to go. Blue Jackets trying to beat this team for the first time in a long time. They haven't done it since 2008. Into the right corner, it's Dodd in behind the Blue Jacket net, left circle, high slot, Dodd, wrist shot, blocker save, puck loose, left side of the net, out to the blue line, come in, shot sails wide, and Vestal lost his stick. In behind the net with it, now Farrell, back out to the blue line, sets it up for Freilich, right circle, banks it off the boards to Krenzen down low, Krenzen right circle, in cross ice till Dodd, and a shot sails wide. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Not only do we man short, but Vestal sticks up near the boards. He doesn't have the stick. And it's a one-timer blocked by Vestal. Dodd picks it up left wing half wall. Blue Jackets have killed the penalty. And here we go. Shot, and it's blocked. Krenzen centers it. I knew it. I saw that. Farrell sneaking in the backside. We got it clear in front of the net.
Yeah, we got ourselves out of position. They're transitioning after that power play, or the penalty kill was over with, and we just got ourselves on the wrong side of the ice there. All because we had all our forwards and defense who are on the left-hand side of the ice here.
14-14, Farrell gets the goal.
Left side of Dilly there.
That's his 8th goal of the year. Lenz and Krenzen on the assists. 2:35 to go in the game, tied at 3. Fina trying to carry it out. Now Yoki at center.
17.
Yoki gets it right back. He tried to work it over to Fina on his left. Chipped out to center. Perunovic to Knipes. Knipes with the puck. Knipes throws it on net. Big save, big rebound. Puck cleared from in front by Hansen. Hansen with the puck along the end boards in the Hilltopper zone. Fina loses an edge and goes down. It rolls out to neutral ice where it's gathered in, intercepted by Perunovic. Now with the puck is Fina. Fina brings it across, line change Blue Jackets. 1:55 to go in the period. Tied at 3, staring overtime in the face for a second game in a row. And of course in the overtime, if we get to it, it'll be number 5 on the year for the Blue Jackets. Minute 43 to go. Out to center ice, Farrell. Now it's like the Hilltoppers are playing not to lose. Here's Perunovic, intercepted it at the Blue Jacket blue line, brings it across. Perunovic, a shot and a glove save by the goaltender Mudrack.
Yeah, that was a nice chance by Scotty. He just wasn't able to pull it down there, but he had a chance, opportunity to get the go-ahead goal here late in the third period here.
Minute 31 to go in regulation, tied up at 3.
Yes, and if they get a chance, one of these teams may call a timeout just to give the players a little extra time to rest here.
Venstermacher has his shot blocked in the left circle, takes another whack at it, intercepted by Freilich. Freilich up off the glass out to center ice. Knocked down by Sepp, brought across the blue line, and getting in McKenna, a shot and a save by Dilly, and now they're starting to get around our defense.
Yeah, something that they haven't been able to do all game long was get around our defense's zone coverage, and that time they broke through, and Isaiah did a great job by coming out to make that save, coming out of his crease area to get that stop on McKenna there.
And now a timeout called by the Blue Jackets. So when we hit overtime, no timeout for us. 3-3. Minute 15 to go in the game. Face-off will be to the right of Dilly. Minute 15 to go. Blue Jackets are taking a timeout here at the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Well, a late goal by Farrell ties it up. HOCKEYmarshall comes out, gets 2 goals in the third period, tie it up. We're a minute 15 away from overtime. And again, I'm going right back to it again. The Blue Jackets had all the momentum in the world from the second to into that period break. That period break was entirely too long.
Yeah, that was such a long period break here, and that was tough.
It was too long. It took the momentum that we had away. Perunovic knocks it down with a minute 9. Right wing pass off the skate of Fina. It's going to roll to the end boards. And kept alive by the Blue Jackets. Now it's out to neutral ice. And almost taken away by McKenna from Yoki. And offside. Referee's getting blasted from the Hibbing bench. 53 seconds to go in regulation. (3-3). Carried across by Johnson. Johnson, left circle, Blue Jacket zone. Throws it on net. Glove save. Dilly cleared to the left corner. 43 seconds to go. Picked up by Perunovic. Oh, there's a penalty. It's about time they called it. Did you get it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think I got it this time.
Randy's trying to send our picks down for the 3 stars of the game.
I've texted the
Down
wrong
there.
person.
Power play number 2 for the Blue Jackets. This will come at 16:22 as Dodd goes off for the hook. All right.
16-22.
Here we go. 38.2 seconds on the clock. Face-off's going to be to the left of Mudrack. Yoki's on the draw, his biggest draw. That's actually DeBoom, and it's controlled by the Hilltoppers, and it comes out to neutral ice. Picked up by Farrell. Farrell got the game-tying goal, taken away by Perunovic. Perunovic with the puck with 24 seconds to go. Come on, get it up the ice. He's still got some time. Knifes zips it around the boards. And DeBoom along the end boards, ties up. Vestal with it. Vestal now tied up along the end boards. Coming away with it is Farrell. Fired down the ice. Well, we're going to overtime. Second game in a row, fifth time this year for the Blue Jackets. Overtime number 3 this year for Duluth Marshall.
Saves in the third period for Mudrack.
Well, why don't you run down our...
With a regulation total of 13. Saves in the third period for Duluth, the Blue Jackets 11. With a regulation total of 20.
Why don't you run down our stats from that third period for us?
Well, in the third period, Duluth Marshall would make it 3-2 at 9 minutes and 35 seconds. This was a goal from John Hansen, his 4th goal of the season, and then he credits a single assist from Tyler Peterson. And then the Hilltoppers would tie it at 3 apiece at 14 minutes and 14 seconds, just after the power play expired for the Hilltoppers. This was a goal from Derek Farrell, and he got the assist from Peter Lenz and also Lane Krenzen. And then one penalty in that, or rather 2 penalties in that third period. 1 penalty for each team for a total of 2 minutes apiece, 2 minor penalties. And then the goaltender saves in that period for Isaiah Daly of your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. He had 11 for a 3-period total of 20. And goaltender Colin Mudrack of the Hilltoppers, he had 2 for a 3-period total of 13.
Blue Jackets 0-2-2 in overtime play this year. We lose to Matamidi and Brainerd. We get the ties with Crookston and Grand Rapids. Meanwhile, Duluth Marshall, they're 1-0-1 in overtime. They got the overtime victory to start off their season against Roseville, and then they tied Matamidi in January. Blue Jackets will have a minute 22 of a power play when we get this overtime period underway. And again, I'm going to go back to this thing that I think our momentum was taken away for the simple fact that the period break was too long. You know, I understand that we want to do a lot of things in between the period breaks, but that period break was too long. The Blue Jackets had momentum. They had a 3-1 lead. They looked good after 2 periods, but then we had to wait another 25 minutes before we got the third period underway, and I'm thinking that just kind of took away some of our momentum that we actually had we done a 12-minute period break and come out and played hockey. That's just my thought on it. I could be completely wrong, but that's my thought on it. All right, here we go. Blue Jackets with a minute and 22 of the power play. Let's seal it right here, guys. They'll switch ends. Blue Jackets moving left to right. It'll be DeBoom centering Bessel on his right. Knifes on his left, back on defense. It'll be Perunovic and Gray Irwin. And we're into overtime number 5 for the Blue Jackets on the year. Here's Perunovic at center ice. Stick handles across on the right wing. Perunovic comes in, shot deflected off the stick of Hansen, goes wide. And backhanded out by Freilich. Here's Gray Irwin. Irwin fires it in around the boards. Knifes will go down there to left wing half wall, stop it with his skate. Trying to dig it loose. DeBoom's there as well as Bestel. Come on, guys, do something. You got 53 seconds in this power play. DeBoom gets it back to Perunovic. Perunovic back to DeBoom, left wing half wall, tipped down in the left corner to Knifes. Back to the half wall to DeBoom. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Perunovic with the puck. Perunovic, and tried to go back door, and it was stolen by McKenna. Here's McKenna, and he'll just backhand it down in the Blue Jackets zone. In behind the net. It's Perunovic. Perunovic at center ice. Perunovic ridden off the play at center by Johnson for the Hilltoppers. Gray Irwin flips it in. Down into the right corner. Tipped by Freilich. Down along the end boards, back into the right corner. We got 3 Blue Jackets down low. Nobody covering that area. And, of course, the Hilltoppers get it and fire it down the ice. Well, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, 6:37 to go. It's Gray Irwin with the puck. Off the glass, goes to the Hilltopper blue line. Fina pushes it in. Dodd will pick it up. Dodd carries it in behind the net. Left wing pass to Krenzen. Krenzen off the wall. Fina backhands it back in. Grabbed by Hansen, carried in behind the Hilltopper net with 6:14 to go. Out to center ice, over skating it. Osborne had it. Osborne, where's the penalty? You called the hook on DeBoom earlier on something like that. Boy, here's Johnson. Johnson stops, right wing half wall, thrown on net, saved Dilly. Big rebound, cleared out by the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets. Osborne flying down the ice, he'll do a line change. Krenzen. Long pass to center to Sepp. Sepp brings it across. He's going to leave it near the blue line to Krenzen. Left wing half wall. They'll set it up. It's Farrell. Dumped along the end boards. Andrew Irwin and Sepp go up hard on the boards. McKenna's there to try to dig it out. McKenna does. Bestel ties him up. McKenna to the half wall. Krenzen takes a whack at it. Puts it in behind the Blue Jacket net. 5:24 to go in overtime. Tied at 3. Hibbing Chisholm and Duluth Marshall. Les Garbo with the puck. Long left wing pass right on the tape. Here come the Blue Jackets. And Bestel can't pull the trigger on the shot. Les Garbo in the right corner. Bestel with the puck. Back to Les Garbo. Battling on the end boards. But McKenna took it away from him. 5 minutes to go in overtime. Tipped out to center ice. And a big check. Got a penalty coming up. They took out Lee. It's going to be interference on McKenna, and Blue Jackets are going on power play number 3. You got him over there. You can't do that. The student section.
Yeah, you got to like that. Student section's into it here.
4:52 to go in overtime. Tied at 3. McKenna goes off at 3:08.
For interference. Top of the penalty, 3:08.
Face off, going to be to right. The Boom's going to get tossed. Knights will take the draw. Knocked into the left corner, fired around. Sepp will tip it out to center ice. Perunovic with the puck. Now let's get the power play goal and get her done. Bestel spins around in his own zone. Bestel for the Blue Jackets. Stick handles out to center. It'll be backhanded down and in. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion and fired right back down in the Blue Jacket zone. 1:36 to go in the power play for the Blue Jackets. I hope it looks better than the last minute 22 of the one that started this period, because it didn't look good at all. Blue Jackets with the puck. Bestel in behind the net. Bestel, and he loses an edge. And now everybody's standing around, and a high stick knocks her down.
That's why Marshall was standing around there, because they knew if the Blue Jackets touched the puck.
I was hoping one of them wasn't paying attention and tried to touch the puck.
Yeah, they all had it picked out there, and they were just waiting, and the Blue Jackets forced to touch the puck because being on the power play.
All right, face out down to the right of Dilly. 1:16 to go in the power play. Controlled by the Hilltoppers. Shot sails wide. Left point from Krenzen. There's a shot from the right wing half wall by Hansen that sails wide. Now the Blue Jackets can't seem to get it out of their own zone with the extra attacker. Here we go now. Here's Lee. He's going to leave it. Andrew Irwin, left corner, Blue Jacket zone. 57 seconds to go in the power play. Long pass to center. Les Carbo zips it around the boards. Madsen near the left wing half wall. Madsen battling for the puck. Lee had it in his skates. Here's Lee with it. Back to Madsen. Left circle. Madsen gets it low. Back to Madsen in front from Les Carbo. And at the last minute, it looked like Lenz got the stick on Madsen to interfere with his shot. And it rolled in front of the goaltender mud rack, and he froze it.
That was a great chance by great chance from Dillon there to end this game and knock off this number 2 rated team in the state with the game-winning overtime goal. Great pass from Lescarbo there. The defender just got away there.
All right, Blue Jackets have 30 seconds to go in the power play. It's the boom on the end boards. Knife's left circle. Left wing half wall. Knife gets it out to Gray Irwin. Back to the half wall on the left side to DeBoom. To Gray Irwin out near the blue line. Back to DeBoom. Left wing half wall. DeBoom skates in high slot. Sails over the top of the net. 14 seconds to go in the power play. Perunovic comes off the right wing boards with it. Perunovic is going to leave it right circle. Bestel a shot. And getting across with Mudrack just in time to make the pad save. 4 seconds to go in the power play. It's Knife. They'll leave it for DeBoom in the right corner. We've got 2:50 to go in overtime. We're tied at 3. Knife. Perunovic one-timer whiffed on it. Didn't get a lot on it. And now it's kept alive by Knife's. Knife's backhands it down. DeBoom tried to get to it, but now it's Krenz in the center. Krenzen brings it across on the left side. Krenzen in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Zips it around the boards. Vina and Sepp go up along the boards. Sepp comes away with it. Taken away, though, by Perunovic. Perunovic spins around in the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone. 2:17 to go in the overtime. It's 3-3 icing Blue Jackets. 2:10 to go. Shots on goal, 25-17.
Closely fought, a tough battle hockey game here tonight. Definitely some spurts by both teams tonight with momentum, and still got a couple minutes of this bonus coverage left here.
Face off, controlled by no one at the moment. Now the Blue Jackets have it here. Spina with some speed, and he's going around. He takes a shot and a save. Mudrack dives out to his right, pokes it into the corner. Trying to clear, kept alive at the point by Fenstermacher momentarily. Pushed out. Fenstermacher intercepts at center. A minute 48 to go. Fenstermacher brings it across, throws it on net, and a save with the left pad by Mudrack, and he'll reel in the rebound. Minute 43 to go in overtime. We're tied at 3. Face off to the left of Mudrack, and it's won once again by McKenna in the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers, long pass to center, knocked down at center, grabbed by Radovic. Puck comes to Bestel, and Bestel's shot sails wide. Left wing half wall out to the blue line. Perunovic just tipped. Sepp and Bestel go at it. Perunovic comes away with it at the blue line. Perunovic, centering pass, and Lescarbo couldn't do anything with it. A minute 10 to go in overtime. Lescarbo really going at it with Freilich. Freilich could probably have gotten a slash on that. Zipped around to the left wing half wall in the Hilltopper zone. It's Farrell. Farrell went to Sepp. Perunovic took it away from him and throws it back out to neutral ice. Fired in to Perunovic, stops it. Here we go, 50 seconds to go. Perunovic stick handles the center. Perunovic brings it across on the left wing. Perunovic, he's going to cut down low. He's going to go behind the net. Perunovic, a shot, a glove save. He went upstairs, and what a save by Mudrack.
Oh, Scotty saw that all the way. I think he saw that his position was open and was able to skate right in there untouched. And Mudrack just in perfect position to make that save. And
39 seconds to go. Knocked into the right corner of the Hilltoppers zone. It's Hansen. Thrown out to center, tried a long pass, broken up by Gray Irwin. At center ice, Pina with it with 28 seconds to go. It's poked off his stick. Hansen backhands it to the Blue Jacket blue line. It's going to roll down near the left corner. Picked up by Perunovic. He'll leave it for Knipes at the half wall. Knipes out to center ice. Here's Yoki with a head of steam. He'll push it down and in with 12 seconds to go in overtime. Behind the net is Krenzen to the left wing half wall. And thrown to center. It's going to be tipped by Lenz. Lenz and Gray Irwin go down. 1 second to go and tied up, and we're another tie into the season. Tie number 3.
The last 2 games for the Blue Jackets, tough games. Got get 2 ties against Rapids and then against Marshall, we haven't beat them since 2008, but get a tie against the second place team in the state. We should have beat them here tonight, Doug.
We should have beat them. There was no doubt in my mind we should have beat them. And I'm just going to go back on record saying that I think the period breaks are too long, and that took our momentum away.
Yeah, I think it certainly could have affected our momentum, going to that third period, back-to-back long period breaks there.
Well, it's 2 3-3 ties back-to-back. Last Thursday against Grand Rapids, and now here on Saturday night against Duluth Marshall. With that tie, the Blue Jackets in overtime are now 0-2-3 on the season, 9-7-3 for Duluth Marshall. I'm telling you what, there are now 1-0-2 in overtime in Duluth Marshall. The Hilltoppers got to feel lucky with getting out of this building with a tie. They are now on the season 12-2-2. We'll be back with our post-game show. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFJ.